Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights, cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
For a short break that we had, Olamide there with the metaverse taking us into the diggy there. Lenny was jamming. Don't believe anything you see. If she's composed and looking like she's in the library, it's a lie. We're now in the big conversation. We've transitioned to Studio 899. The name is C-Rail. I'm here, of course. You know what time it is. It's Tuesday. We're in the hospital. Yaba Klinik. I'm here with Orere, Dr. Cleese, and then also Rennie. We are here. Before we get into our conversation, make I pay my bills. Lancaster, do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? Well, I mentioned the name, the answer already. Lancaster University, Ghana, with a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employment skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams. Now, enjoy all this with up to 50% scholarship on your studies at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standards at ultra-modern campus sites. Just reach out at www.lancaster.edu.gh, or you can email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh, or you can call them on 020-960-7008, 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in the whole of West Africa. Lenny, do you have anything for me?
Yes, I do. Since you just finished eating and enjoying some breakfast, let's talk about Live Resto Lounge.
Me eating.
Why'd you look like
breakfast?
that? You've not eaten this morning. You didn't just finish eating. Yeah, you didn't just finish eating cereal.
I didn't eat. I'm not eating it.
You don't even know what food is, I guess.
It's pardon?
Okay. So let's talk about Live Resto Lounge.
Tabojida.
What'd you say? What does that mean?
Go on.
Taposhita.
It's actually mind you.
Say taposhita.
No. It's
Hey,
actually mind you.
and they're tapolio. But anyway, Live Resto Lounge's Sunday brunch. Sunday brunch comes to you every Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Located Live Resto Lounge on the La Baoleshi Road. It's really, really close to the MTN. It's on that stretch, okay? Heading from Okponglo to American House, you find it to your right. They serve omutio with grano soup, fufu, and lai soup. There's banku. You have your chicken, goat, red fish, anything that you want, you can find it at Live Resto Lounge. You can call them on 020-133-7766 to experience Live Resto Lounge. Live Resto Lounge is encouraging you to eat hot and eat good. As well, Live Resto Lounge is starting Corporate Fridays this very Friday. You don't want to miss it. I mentioned yesterday that what excites me about it is that they are going to be giving 1,000 Ghana cedis to the institution that wins. Okay, 1,000 Ghana cedis is a lot of money to just win because you've played a game. So don't miss it. Live Resto Lounge's Corporate Fridays is starting on the 9th of August at 9 p.m. sharp. You get to enjoy sports, karaoke, quizzes, and the list goes on and on and on. Also, there's a 5% discount that you get to enjoy once you come there. Again, the number is 020-133-7766. Live Resto Lounge. Eat hot. It's good.
Well, the season of Big Brother Naija is back. I don't care about it, but I care about my remote and my TV set because I'll be fighting
your sisters.
Yeah.
You'll be fighting your sisters.
Yeah. It looks like we need to be unplugging
with 2 satellites.
Yeah.
Dual view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, you need to follow every twist and turn with your eyes wide open, and that's because the journey is beginning or has begun with chemistry, but chaos will soon follow. What is BBM without chaos? And now I'm told it's a couple season.
Yeah, teamed up.
So
double.
There is a married couple in there.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a married couple in there. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm not
they're
concerned about the edibles.
I don't know what they are doing in there. What are you doing there? What are you doing
It's a
there?
very
Well,
dangerous place. There
Charlie.
will be edibles.
I also heard that when they start eviction, they're going to be evicting based on teams.
Yes.
So it's not like
You
they'll,
and your-
they'll evict
you
one
and
person. That would be
your
really
partner.
sad.
So
At least they should evict one and leave one.
I know that. I already
Yeah.
know there's going to be so many pissed husbands or guys.
we went out because of you. No,
Yes,
it's because of you.
exactly.
No, it's because of you. Anyway, so strap in for the duo Jenny's in One House and catch Big Brother Niger Season 9 showing daily on DSTV channel 198 and Go TV channel 149. Available also on DSTV Access and Go TV Plus. You can also dial star 779 hash to stay connected and enjoy all the drama. Charlie, time you know, to stay connected.
Style.
Stay connected and enjoy all the drama and more of Biggest Twist daily. Don't miss out. You guys know who Big is? It's Cirulo, I'm telling you. GSTV, your home of entertainment. Go TV, you just gotta love
Yes,
it.
I am Big Brother.
Yeah.
Welcome to the house. Everybody naked.
Gee.
That's when they realize that they have changed the guy. Charlie, but nonetheless, we're all in his house. We're in the hizzle here in the big conversation. We're about to take it off on another medical exploration. We have Dr. Chris with us, and today we are getting straight into it. I think the first time I felt a palpitation, he said it broke my heart. It was a love thing. And it became a physical thing. I thought I was dying. But you've all felt it when you feel like something is so emotional, so stressful that makuma so but you think that maybe you are dying. You are not dying. But what is doing you is also not the best. Today we're going to be talking about heart palpitations. But there's an L there. It's palpitations. Yep, palpitation.
Who says palpitation?
Let's not make it palpitation. It's palpitations. Dr. Chris. Maury.
It's a new style.
Yes.
Palpitations, pal.
Palpitations.
So please, let's get into it. We've already spent. Olele was having breakfast, so we delayed a lot. But we want to get into exactly what palpitations are all about. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it normal? Should it be ignored? Should you be, investing in your coffin when it starts? I mean, the real harsh, scary facts around it, because I think all of us feel it one way or another every now and then, but you need the crow.
And because it goes away, we just ignore it. Yes. Yeah. So basically, they are irregular heartbeats. That they feel like pounding, as you said. When your heart is broken, you can feel like your heart won't come out of your chest. And sometimes when you are nervous or you are giving a bad news, you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like your chest tightens a bit. All these things are palpitations. But as you said, some of them, they are normal. They'll go away. With rest and taking deep breaths, you could avoid it will just go away on its own. And there are some that come with underlying clinical condition that you should actually take it serious. So either way, we advise that you should see a cardiologist or you see your doctor about it. But coming to it, another scenario that it happens to is the fact that it's three things. Either the heart slows down, too slow, or it goes too fast, or it's irregular. That is, it's quick, then it slows down, then it starts again, and all that. In scenarios like that, somebody will talk about sex palpitation. Some of these things are caused by medications. The medications some of these gentlemen use for erectile dysfunction, and even those without erectile dysfunction, aphrodisiacs things that they use.
So everything comes back to sex.
It comes back to sex. Even with the sex and its dehydration can cause palpitations. If you are not drinking enough water and you are going marathons. Yes. With the Olympic Games going on, somebody was saying that maybe you should probably add that as an Olympic event. And I don't know, maybe Africans, will we survive?
We'll win.
Will we?
We'll win.
Gold medal?
Yes.
All right. Now, somebody will go on to say, what causes palpitations, right? The basic one, we've also talked about it here, is stress. Stress, intake of caffeine. Also, there's a low blood sugar for those who are diabetics. For those who don't, some of you had breakfast this morning.
Mention the name of the one person.
Some of you are talking to the person direct.
Breakfast lounge.
Bro, no, cause yeah, I'm ready to see what you wanna.
What's your sense? Like the way he's smiling at us.
No, I'm like being shuddered and take tree, into my Eureka crowd.
Okay, you yati.
Have you ever had palpitation before? Because according to the statistics, 1 out of 4 people will have it
And there's
in
4
their
of us
lifetime.
here, only.
Oh yeah, I think.
Confess.
But I don't know. Is it the same as heartburns? Because
No, heartburn is indigestion. This is the one that it feels like you can't walk properly. Either it's going too fast or you just want to sit down, sort of like.
Oh, then take
a break.
Then what do you experience at the gym?
Yeah, it happens. So exercises do that. Yes,
that's what I've experienced. Because like if
want your
I'm,
body to catch up with you.
Yeah, because I feel like Minisu chimi.
Yes.
Minisu is chimi. My eyes is roaming.
Oh, enter the microphone. Let's
yeah, my eyes are roaming me. Minisu chimi me. That's what happens when I'm not been to the gym for a while or in a while, and then I go and then I'm doing the weights. And when it gets incremental, I start feeling very nauseous and dizzy. So sometimes I need to. My gym instructor will tell you to take cold water. To drink cold water or lift your hands up.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah, lift your hands up. So I don't know what that means, but
he's just trying to increase like the blood vessels in your limb to blood flow.
Yeah,
trying to increase blood.
But I prefer laying down.
Yeah, but if you lay down, it's disadvantageous unless they lift your feet above your heart level. Yeah, so you see,
lift your hands up. I was like,
yeah, so you realize
that rushing down gravity.
Yeah,
so that means lifting up your hands.
It works. Yeah, it helps.
Oh, okay.
Either that or your feet. So they'll place the person's feet on maybe the bench.
Or both?
And then no.
So can I lay down with my hands back like that and my feet on the...
No, if you do this on the ground, you're still not getting it because you're still flat.
Wow. Then God has had mercy on me. Because I've been laying down, brother.
Okay, so how about the instances where they say that you should have your head on a pillow and then your feet as well on another pillow? Does that elevation also help in any way?
They're basically trying to make you elevate your limbs above your heart level.
Okay.
So as you said, gravity, you're trying to increase blood flow running into those places. There's a funny thing people say that when during sex, when a man has an erection, blood rushes from other parts of the body into the penis, right? Mm-hmm. So because of that, in that period, the man cannot think properly because there's less there's less blood up there for thinking. Right, but same.
That's not true, is it?
No, there's still,
to an extent.
There's still
the jury to think. Yeah, the jury is still out, but the thinking is a bit streamlined towards towards a certain job.
Streamlined, okay.
It's efficiency.
So you are trying to increase efficiency in one aspect by channeling all the energy.
Everything.
You can't
multitask.
So you can't be on your phone while doing that.
Eh?
You can't be on your phone while
you do your laundry while you eat your jollof.
No, you can't do that.
So let's be going on.
It's alright. It's okay. It's okay.
Now, how can people distinguish between these things? Now, there's the harmless one, and there's the potentially dangerous ones. Palpitations. In the harmless one, you realize that there's a trigger. As he said, maybe you are exercising, or you took coffee, or you are dehydrated. You walk throughout the day. A lot of people who are walking around right now, they are using the weather as an excuse because weather is a bit cold and the sun comes out less. People are not drinking enough water because there's no feel or urgency for it. Yeah, but this is the time where you should actually be drinking a lot of water, especially warm water, boiled into flasks and other things. So you get vitamin C in there because this is flu season. Cold weather carries a lot of bacteria and viruses. Now, moving on, the potentially serious persistent ones are the fact that this palpitation is persistent. In your list situation, imagine if when he did that, it didn't get better. Or right after dinner, it got better. Then as soon as he got up, he started feeling dizzy. And then it started again. That's something that's potentially dangerous grounds that you are going to. Or as the palpitation started, the heart slowed down. So you feel like you can't do something strenuous. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, it got worse. It either quickens itself, got faster and faster and faster. All of a sudden, your heart you can feel, someone tell, I can feel my heart, I can hear it pounding. That's a palpitation. That's something that could lead to maybe underlying conditions like hypertension or arrhythmias, atrial fibrillation. These things are irregular heartbeats, right? So the person it beats, then it stops, then it skips, then it goes really, really quick. Off rhythm. Then there's those that goes slow, increases gradually, then drops quickly again. Those are irregular. Because either way, your heart rate is supposed to be lapped up. Tum tum, tum tum.
Yeah.
Tum tum. Some have tum tum. Tum 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 tum.
BPM near loop.
Yes. So
production
yeah. So that's why we have the beats per minute. That's why you put the machine on your finger and then they try to figure out how many beats per minute, which is standard is 60 to 100 in rest. When you're at rest, it should be 60 to 100 beats per minute. If you fall below that or beyond that, then it means that we have an issue, and that should be taken care of.
Are there any lifestyle? I mean, I get you on the caffeine and all that, and I mean, the people who drink caffeine, I mean, they need to watch it. But I want to know if on the lifestyle angle, if there are any do's and don'ts that we can do to make ourselves better suited to avoid any kind of palpitations, period. Maybe there's a certain food that makes it more likely, apart from caffeine, or certain lifestyle, because I know you are also not supposed to strain in the gym. But a lot of us strain and think that strain means progress. And stuff like that. So if there's any cautionary notes to give out there.
So let's start, because you already mentioned exercise, gym exercise. Let's do that. Regular exercise is good. We always advocate people should do regular exercises. Mm-hmm. But what we don't say is that, for example, you had a schedule where you exercise and you had what you did on certain days. You did legs, you did that, then you stopped.
Sure.
Now, when you come back to it, don't assume that because of the progression which you had already, you could just jump back to where you left off. No. You're supposed to go back slowly. Example, those who watch football, they'll tell you, or they do sports, when the sportsman gets injured and is coming back, we don't just throw the person into the deep end of the pitch. They start with 5 minutes. At the end of the match, they bring the person for 5 minutes, and you wonder why they bring the person. Then the next game is 10 minutes.
It's an initiation.
It's slowly getting the person back to form. The same way works with gym and the muscles.
Wow.
You can't be, for those who do hard labor, like masons and steel work, you realize that they are really ripped, but they don't go to the gym.
Yes.
Because daily, they are doing the same thing constantly.
Right.
Somebody like that, if you stop the person from doing that for about a week and he goes back to doing that work, he easily could get a palpitation, or he could easily have very muscular pains.
Wow. So, okay, I like the fact that we are centering this on the whole workout gym thing, because I think there's a little bit of miscommunication, or say miseducation, because there's also muscle memory. There's this psychology that plays on, you have muscle memory, and so when you return to the gym, you can just pick up from where you stopped, especially if you have not been in the gym for, say, a week or two. Some people even argue that, I've just been out of the gym for a week, so it should be easy for me to catch up and then, go head on. If I'm doing 25 or 30 kg on the bench, I should be able to come back in that week or two and do that. But you realize that when you start, the energy is great, but as you go along,
it diminishes. So it's a diminishing return in the sense that before you started gymming, they started you from, I think, cardio.
Yeah.
Then you do light weights, you do a lot of stretches, lunges, and everything. Then the following day, like for a week or two, you keep doing the same thing. Then they graduate you from that stage to the next.
Yeah.
Let's say you go to stage 2 where you're taking about 50 kgs, bench press. Yeah, you're doing bench press 50 kg.
Yeah.
You stop for about a week or two. Don't expect to come back and just pick up 50 kgs like that. You still need to start again somewhere 10 and get a muscle to appreciate what's about to happen. It's a warm-up. But most people just jump to it. Even with cardio, when you get on a treadmill, you don't just start and increase the rate at which the thing is moving. You still start slow jog, slow walk to a slow jog into, as you're getting there, the tempo increases. Because you're allowing your heart to adjust. Because you are demanding so much. You are demanding, okay, I need to lift this, so give me oxygen, give me blood at this rate.
And it's not able to produce that at that time.
At that time, because it's not used to the timing. It's not gotten to that point yet.
So you're going for a bank loan when there's no money in the coffers.
Truly.
Or you're going to withdraw money from the ATM when there's no money.
So that's why we have the fear of people using medications to enhance even during sex. They start enhancing even for steroids, for sport. Because they want to get to this point quickly.
They don't want to go through the foreplay.
Yes.
And what you said about muscle memory, I think we also forget that the original muscle memory is most of the times to idle.
Yeah.
So for your 2 weeks that you are not there, your muscle memory is going back to default, which is rest. And then you show up in the gym again and say, hey, I am caught 200 kg. That's going to be a problem. But so I like what Doc said, but what complications could cause these? Like you mentioned, diabetes and high blood pressure, etc. What complications could cause these? I mean, the sexual enhancers and the gym enhancers and all these things there. I think it goes without saying.
Yeah. So you could have hormonal changes can also do that. In the sense, for women, during hormonal changes, like you have pregnancy and everything, you should be very careful about that, because obviously there's been a change and there's a demand on the body. With men, on the other hand, during even sexual intercourse, you have adrenaline and cortisol and dopamine oxytocin being produced. All these things go to cause a balance, and if you demand too much, it could cause a cascade. Now, another thing too, we talk about people who don't take a lot of electrolytes, like the coconut water, the ORS, and
electrolytes.
So the more you're dehydrating, you're producing too much salt in your body, putting the kidney under pressure.
The more you are dehydrating, you are producing too much salt
in your body. So you're
retaining. Not enough water. You're retaining salt.
So
you're turning to Lot's wife.
So that's why you get people getting kidney stones, because the same water. Imagine water with salt inside. You're about to boil rice, but you don't put the rice inside. If you keep boiling the water, water itself will leave, but the salt will let the see crystals. The same way with your kidney, the job it does. It goes through the water you've taken. It takes the first cycle out. It filters, does, and goes back. But you don't maybe use the washroom. So the same water is still in the system. You're not adding on to it. So it goes back. It needs water again. The body needs water again. It goes back to the same source in your blood and just goes to get it again. So it keeps running the same cycle over and over. And then all of a sudden, you got crystals forming, which gives you kidney stones. And passing kidney stones is very, very painful.
So, Doc, you see, this thing of dehydration and, I know we've talked about this before, but how do you actually cultivate a habit of drinking water even when you don't want to?
I saw this place in Theory Music. I see a lot of the ladies doing well, and even some of you are doing really well with the flask system.
I mean, a rich auntie here, she
the flask system really helps.
She gets it.
Because
please go ahead.
We get it. Okay. It's okay. We understand.
Are you saying that the aesthetically pleasing, products contributes to the desire? Like when you see such a wonderful, what do you call this? A mask? It is a
tumbler.
A tumbler, right? You see this beautiful tumbler.
And know that I am God.
Like, should we keep such things around so that you feel the need to take it and drink it?
Have you realized that when you have, why do people chew gum a lot? Do people like gum? Why do they chew it?
Chewing gum.
Even if I have gum right now and I start opening and you're sitting by me, there's a possibility that you ask me for one.
Yes.
It's not because you like gum, but the fact that it's there, you see it, you want it. Yes. So with the flask system, what happens is that every time water is going down and it's empty. Before you know it, they're picking it up to drink and realize that there's no water. They get up to go and fill it.
Yeah.
And then you go and fill half and then come inside. You full and you can't put it down.
Yeah.
So while you work, you keep going at it.
Yeah.
And it gets empty again, you get up. Before you know, you are drinking so much than you actually would. But with the, for lack of better, the pure water sachet system, where I feel if I buy one, there's this weird thing that you can't drink two pure waters.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Finish one.
Yes, but if I pour the same amount of water in this, you might probably finish it and drink. If I put 2 or 3 inside, you probably go at it and go to 1.5.
Actually selling a business idea to us. That's how people.
So most people, I've seen people enter banks with their mugs. They pack up bags and enter. Just go and refill.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You see people buying pure water and then sort of like transferring. And I thought it was a good factor because I realized that these containers, some are affordable and I feel people should go at it. Some have measurements actually.
Yes.
Some I've seen people come to the gym with huge ones that like
some have times as well.
Many
so
children have bought that one, like dumbbell.
The big ones.
Yeah.
But
so
okay,
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to find out with heart palpitations, should you find somebody in that condition, at home? What's the first remedy aside getting the body into a position where blood is flowing? That's by elevating your arms, hands, and legs.
The first thing you need to do is the environment is important. The person finds himself. If there's any sharp objects or anything that can harm the person, in case the person falls, you should try and avoid those areas, or move the person if you can. But if you can't, let the person sit down quiet, and then breathe with the person. Take deep breaths with the person. Slow it down. Assurance. Give the person assurance that it's fine. But sometimes is panic attacks can cause palpitations.
Okay.
Anxiety can cause palpitations. Bad news, heartbreaks, exams,
When you're going to see your girlfriend.
interviews. Some people have panic attacks even when they're walking into their own homes, when their husbands or their partners are there, or even their parents are there.
Okay.
There's some kids, when you are going home, just the fact that you are meeting your dad is a problem.
Stress.
It's a stressful. So stress can cause that. So by removing, limiting the stress around the person, making the person feel like this okay, what you're going through is okay. It's very important. The assurances are very, very important. Okay. The next step is to call for help. Either you order a car, or I think the best thing is to order a car, or call somebody to help you get a person to a nearest health facility. These things are very important because though it might seem like it's nothing, a person tells you it's nothing. It's better to get it checked than for it to be nothing, than for you to wait for it to get to something.
Is there a critical difference between a heart attack and a palpitation? I mean, apart from that, I'm sure the pain and the stress, the trauma, yeah.
So a palpitation can be a symptom of a heart attack, a preceding symptom of a heart attack. Like we mentioned, arrhythmias can have palpitations can be as a result of an arrhythmia. Okay. But you can have a palpitation being as a result of you can have a palpitation causing an arrhythmia. Do you understand? Yeah. So you have high blood pressure can lead you to have palpitations.
But palpitations
cannot lead you to high blood pressure.
Okay.
So it's basically like a sign and symptom sort of situation. We're having it. That's what I'm saying. By having it, it could be as a result of something serious or something just manageable, right? So it's better to get it checked and find out that this is the root cause of it, for it to be nothing, than to wait it out, and then probably one day you're alone and it happens, and then they find you dead.
Yeah. Does food or the lack of cause palpitations?
Yeah, it can do that. Ever have this condition where you've eaten late, something oily or something peppery, spicy, and then drinking a lot of water on it, and then going to bed straight after, and then waking up late in the night, feeling like you can't breathe?
No.
It happened to me once in school. It was really, really bad. I had this, Gary and shit or gashi situation late at night, and I drank lots of water on it and some Fanta, and I went to bed. Oh man! I woke up like in the middle of the night, and I couldn't breathe. Could feel like my heart was pounding. Because when you do that, because something like that, you are basically telling your body to put into overdrive to try and digest and break that food quickly. Yeah. Whilst you are asleep.
Okay.
And when the demand is so high, but you can't give it, you are awake, you are asleep, so then it's going to wake you up. So whereas that some olden days people were eating those things and they walk around. They try to help with the metabolism, try to help the digestion.
So with that, regardless of what time you eat in the middle of the night, is that to say you should give yourself some time? Yes. So let's say if you're eating around 10 p.m., 11 p.m., how many hours before you can, you are allowed to
go back to rest?
Go to sleep.
If you're going to go to sleep in that state, you should probably prop up a pillow. Make sure you're a bit propped up and not lying totally flat. Okay. So in case anything comes up, it doesn't come at you very quickly, suddenly. Okay. Because we have a lot of people who have, because of vomit or something coming up, has caused them to die in their sleep. Because the same pathway, where the air is passing, the oxygen is passing, the same pathway food is passing. So if everything that goes down is not supposed to come up. There's only one way. But sometimes it comes up, and then that could cause you not to breathe properly, because it's blocking the airways.
But the hours, I'm just...
Yeah, you can do, it depends on what you've eaten.
Okay.
We've always been advising that the late eating, you might want to do it in moderation. Yeah. We even advise that people take breakfast in the night. If you're going to be late, take a breakfast.
Yeah.
Right? But as you know, it's not, you can't always, with the cost of food and everything, you can't just, what you get is what you eat. In that state, you might want to take a walk a bit around the house, or maybe fold your clothes, find an activity to do.
How about drinking warm water?
With a bit of lime, you can increase the increase the digestion, aiding in digestion. Okay. Yeah, so the warm water helps. By not drinking cold water, you say something oily and drink cold water, it's going to coagulate.
The warm water.
Yeah, warm water really helps.
Okay.
Is the advocacy for warm water is the question that why are you going to boil it? Most dispensers are tend to cold.
Yeah. The one that chill.
Yes.
Drink.
But you can use kettle or then your cooker.
The question
or
is
your burner.
how many, like for example, you boil it at home, you
or
put it in
charcoal.
You boil
If
water.
that's what you use.
Yes, you boil water at home. You fill your container and you take it to work. When there's not much in it anymore, you want to refill. What do? There's no kettle.
Cold, yeah.
So those would have been the offices that have dispensers should have been like warm.
Yeah,
in this kind of weather at the moment.
Ours has hot and cold.
Yeah.
And I see some of your colleagues like having bags. These 3 music bags and with tea bag, and people are drinking tea, and some are drinking lemongrass, some are drinking lime and orange. What's going on at 3 music? Like, is there a whole health thing going on?
We are highly lubricated.
Highly hydrated.
It's not lubricated, it's hydrated.
Highly lubricated. Jesus Christ.
Please.
We are smooth.
Should I get on my knees?
Not now.
Lubricate.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
oh,
it's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
That went dark.
Can we change, please? Change
But
there.
you came for me. I told
Please,
you that.
It's okay. It's all right.
Let's segue into something else
Let's do what?
because this one that Cyril has come to say.
We are highly hydrated.
I know one.
Music TV.
Highly hydrated, please.
Liquids everywhere. We drink tea, coffee, Milo, water, juice. We eat fruit.
Yeah.
Apart from Olele who fries bread, the bread is like mattress. The way it's thick.
And by Olele, he means apart from cereal himself.
This back past the
This pass, we take it there.
This back past the
Wash him like that. Score a goal and stop what you are doing.
But Doc, I wanted to also find out, right, in cases where children, like really younger ones, much younger ones, have high palpitations, what's the way? Because you expect that with all of these, sometimes with the anxiety and everything else that comes with maybe working out, all the things that may lead to high palpitations. Maybe you expect that older folks are the ones who have it. So for our younger ones as well.
Yeah, for our younger ones, we recommend that you very well take the person to hospital, like child hospital, because in their development, some children, their heart walls have not developed properly. They could have a condition where their lungs have not developed properly. They could have a condition where probably they swallowed something.
Okay.
Something is blocking the airway, or the fact that they saw something they've known, like a snake, an insect, could cause them to have panic attacks, which could lead to that. So in that moment, you would not want to risk all that. It's better to get help, where the child is calmed down, and then we figure out what happened. Because children, in the presence of their parents, sometimes they don't give us the right information. So sometimes we make them comfortable, trying to find out what happened. And some kids will tell you maybe they saw a snake, or they saw something scary, or they were being chased by a dog. So the underlying conditions, as we said, what is causing is really, really important to us. Because as an adult can easily tell you that it's happened before or not. Yeah. A child, you might want to manage that a bit.
Okay.
So coming to that, if children with asthma can have palpitations, adults with asthma can have palpitations. So that's respiratory conditions, right? Then you have endocrine conditions like hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, and all that. That's the overreactive thyroid, overreactive thyroid, and overactive thyroid. Is that right?
What is the thyroid?
How do I thyroid?
It's a gland.
It's a gland, yes. The thyroid gland.
Thyroid gland.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a simple way to go about without even its position.
Oh, confuse us. Don't worry.
I should.
You still confuse us. Jesus.
So, the thyroid gland is positioned. Well, anatomically speaking, you've seen goiter, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of goiter,
Yeah.
the iodine, the lack of iodine,
Lack of
iodine, and all that. There are types of goiter and all that. Now, there's a gland that's supposed to produce these elements. Let me use elements in certain amounts. Because there's those processes give the iodine that you need, your body needs, and all that. Now, in the situation where it's not able to process all these things, it can cause it to enlarge.
Okay. So that's when you get the goiter.
Yeah, you get goiter. You get the person the swelling. So either it's working too hard or it's not doing its job. So it's underactive or overactive.
Okay.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, that helps. So an overactive thyroid, all problems, but coffee,
Migraines.
no marathons.
Migraines.
You said what? No excess gym. No abrupt.
Sleep. Sleep.
My question is, thank
Sleep.
you. Thank you for taking us to the bedroom.
Oh, sleep.
Thank you for taking us to the bedroom. When you wake up in the morning, most people just get off their bed and start going. I've been told by a neurologist that if I want to die, I should continue that.
He's right.
Pardon my language.
Yeah. You know that.
Sorry, then you wake up from the bed, start going, your toothbrushes in your mouth. You will be in the bathroom there and fall down.
So what do? You sit on the bed? Or
Yes, gradually. So what they gave me was 3 steps. But we didn't take. You come away, sit for a bit, then sit on the edge, let the blood flow, and then you can proceed.
That's why
that kind of military.
That's why God said when you wake up, do your quiet time.
I was about to say that. The morning prayers.
Yeah.
That's why God said when you wake up, do your quiet time. So,
Is that?
Well, I actually didn't know this. I mean, it's a very
it's the same.
Up out of bed, yeah.
No, it's the same situation with cars.
Yeah.
A car and idle.
Yeah.
You park your car at 9, then you go to bed, then you wake up, and then you start the car, and then you move. You can keep doing for a while, but at one point, it's going to break down.
How do you manage those who have like
osteochondrosis?
Yeah, like a very stressful, robust, work structure or work schedule. Like, or sometimes, okay, let me rephrase this. Like, you're taking a power nap, right? And you're like, oh, maybe by 3 o'clock I need to go somewhere. By 3 o'clock I need to do something, and then you wake up in
haste.
In a haste, right? Is that different from what we were just describing? Because the power is the same thing. So even when you wake up from a power nap, you need to
once your body has been idle
because
in
you
one
feel
position.
this I am shishia.
Yes, because the time is gone.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we've always advised people who use time to wake up, schedules to wake up. We always tell them to underestimate the time. If it's 8 o'clock, you need to go to set the alarm to 7.
Okay.
Give it that buffer. That buffer that if you wake up at that time, alarm sounds. Even though you have that anxiety or you're so anxious that you know there's still more time. That gives you enough time to sort of like chill.
That your event is 9, you said 8:48.
Right. So some have alarms that have this music that comes with it, like this nice soothing music. Those also help.
Don't use the alarms on the Chinese phones though. They are so annoying.
Oh, those ones will wake you up. Those ones even wake your neighbors up.
You want to wake up fast.
I prefer that one to the music.
Why
because the music will make you
I'm not in my dream dancing.
Yeah.
So you keep going.
I'm in the dream cry now, breaking it down. With a mic cry.
How would you explain that phenomenon behind telling your alarm, oh, just give me 1 more minute?
Oh no, that's procrastination at its best. That's procrastination at its best. And that 1 minute, I've also realized this now. Let me take 5 minutes sleep. I'll just 5 minutes. Then
2 hours
you wake
gone.
after 1 minute. There's one where you wake after 1 minute and it feels like you slept like longer than you actually were. And there's one that you actually say 5 and then you.
People often experience.
But the worst one is when you wake up like 1 minute before your alarm.
Yeah, that's the weirdest one.
Now 1 minute sleep.
I'm like 9.
I noticed what you talked about, right? Some drivers have actually explained, or they have lamented about that before, or they have shared their experiences before, but by saying that you are driving, you are feeling sleepy, you close your eyes and immediately you slept and you're back.
Yeah.
Power charge.
I don't know how that works.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's
very, very dangerous.
Like,
because
you are driving.
The next one will be serious.
Yeah, like you are driving.
It will come back.
Like when you come, right? But you just have like a very split second, eyes closed, eyes open, and then you have restored your energy to continue.
It's very, very it works, but it's very, very dangerous in the sense that the brain is so mysterious that it could lead it on.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about sleeping this way. Take a deep breath. Set the mood. Close your eyes. Lay down. Turn the shades off.
Please foreplay.
Yes, even sleep has its procedure. Now, there's this part where we say close your eyes.
Yeah.
And we always tell people that even sleep, when we talk about sleep and rest, we always tell people, it's not really about you. People think you need to, as soon as you close your eyes, you're supposed to just go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can have your eyes closed. It's because distractions. You're just not yet. You can be in your thoughts.
Yeah.
That's restful enough.
Yeah.
Now that person goes into that, the body starts thinking, oh, we're about to sleep. So he's like, we're about to sleep. Then he closes his eyes. Then he goes. Then before you know, the forehead hits the horn. Then the person wakes up like, And there's the one that you're feeling sleepy before you know you are getting into an accident. Yeah. The person sort of dodges. Yeah. That person will sleep again.
Then it's where to you.
But the jolt, that jolt.
So that's palpitation too, right?
Yes.
Yes, because you be film.
Because you can feel your heart actually beating. Yeah. And the person sitting by you probably look at you some.
That guy will drive to Côte d'Ivoire. That one. that is power charge. Charlie, nice conversation with Dr. Chris. It's 10 on the dot. It's been the Studio 899 big conversation. We've been chopping it up and discussing heart palpitations. That little irregularity that we feel. Well, it's not a joke. If you're taking too much caffeine, if you are overdoing the sweet things, if you are over-exercising, if you're not giving yourself enough time to rest or waking up too abruptly, there are many underlying facts that put you at risk of worsening what is a natural phenomenon otherwise. Anxiety, stress. Doctor mentioned it several times. But of course, these are just a few reasons why I want you to also do your own research. Go out there and read more about palpitations and check out what they are. And if you've been having them, like Doc said, maybe rush quickly to a medical professional to make sure that you are in tip-top shape to stay with us right here on Culture Daily. But for now, we're going to be dipping in Serial, Olele, Lenny, and Dr. Chris. This has been the big conversation, and we out.
Have a good day.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.